solving linear equations with brackets. To solve linear equation with brackets, you simply follow these steps. You have to clear all brackets by multiplying coefficients and adding powers. Adding the powers of same letters. So x by x will be x squared because that will be 1 plus 1. X cubed times x cubed, that will be x3 plus 3 is 6. So that's what they mean by adding powers when you multiply in letters. And if you multiply in numbers, that's coefficients, you just multiply them. That's how you clear the brackets, by multiplying. Then you simplify all coefficients and add numbers. The x with the bigger coefficient is given priority. Remember, if you have one on either side, the one with the bigger one stays, the bigger x stays on whatever side it is. It must remain. The x with the smaller coefficient must be subtracted out or added out. It must be cancelled out to meet the bigger x. If there is a number by itself, you subtract or you add to cancel it out. And finally, you divide by the resultant coefficient. Most times when you're solving linear equations, the last step is like a division. So you're dividing out a coefficient. So look, we have an example here. And look, we have 4 exercises. Let's do part D. So write down part D. And let's do part D together. Part D is 8, open bracket, 2p minus 1. So not all times they're using x. Sometimes they can use a different letter like a or b or p. 8 outside of minus 1 plus 3 is equal to 35 minus 4p. So we must clear that bracket here by multiplying. We must clear the bracket. We have to multiply 8, both 2p and negative 1. So 8 by 2p is 16p. 8 was a 16. And 8 by negative 1 is negative 8. A positive times a negative is a negative. So brackets has been cleared. The negative 8 and the plus 3, they are like each other. So we can simplify the negative 8 and the plus 3. Negative 8 means you're trying to take out 8 from 3. Or you're going 8 units to the left, and then you're going 3 units to the right. So you can look at it that way. Taking out 8 from 3, or you go 8 units towards the left side of 0. So you end up on negative 8 towards the left of 0. And then plus 3 now, you want to come back to the right now. Plus 3. But you will still stay on the left side of 0 because you have a negative 8. So 8 units towards the left, 3 units towards the right. You still have 5 units on the left side. So that's a negative 5. Negative 8 plus 3 is negative 5. Now, we look at the p's now, not x, we have p. We have a big 16p and a negative 4p. Obviously, negative 4p is smaller. So we have to cancel out negative 4p by doing the opposite, which is adding. If you add 4p on the right, we have to add 4p on the left. Negative 4p plus 4p cancels out 4p. And 16 plus 4p, 16p plus 4p, that's 20p. So we end up with 20p on the left and no p on the right. If there is a number by itself, you cancel it out because you want to get p by itself. So we have to cancel out negative 5. We're trying to make the subject of the equation. So all numbers by it, we have to cancel out. So we have to cancel out a negative 5. Bear in mind, you normally always divide last when you're solving for x or p. So we have to divide by that 20. But before we divide by the 20, let us cancel out that negative 5 by adding 5. If you add 5 on the left, we have to add 5 on the right. So negative 5 plus 5, 5 cancels out. And 35 plus 5 is 40. So finally, we are going to divide by 20 to cancel out the 20. If you divide by 20 on the left, you have to divide by 20 on the right. 20 divided by 20 is 1, so we are left with 1p. So it's a positive 1p we want for final answer. And 1p is equal to 2. So the important thing is whenever you start your bracket, you have to clear it out and then apply the preliminary steps that we have dealt with in other videos, prior videos.